So talking more about flipping these horses and actually getting these horses ready for races. There's many different things you can do, but at the end of the day, whatever you do it 110%. But for me, when flipping horses, the route I like to go, as I've said, I like the claiming game. And when you claim a horse, meaning you can claim a horse for 5,000 and he's worth 100,000. You can claim for 7,500, 10,000, 20,000. There's many different routes you can do with these horses. But I like to claim around the mid range, and give you a higher expectation of a horse, more of a quality horse. It's just like anything else you do in life. You spend cheap. The lower you spend, you buying something for $5 might not be as much quality as the one for $100. The same thing with a horse. Okay, I'm gonna claim a horse on a $5,000 level. That's about the lowest level. Versus I claim one for 50,000, 100,000. You know what I mean? So it's different levels. And like I've said in my other videos, the Kentucky Derby winner back in 2022, name was Rich Strike. They claimed him for $30,000. He went on to make $2.5 million, won the Kentucky Derby, and kept moving. Now he just been bought, I want to say in Europe, somewhere like that. He just been bought for stallion. So now he'll breed the rest of his life and continue to make money off his babies. Stud free probably gonna start at $25,000, $50,000 per horse. You know what I mean? So he'll probably end up breeding about 100 mares a year. So you're talking about at the low end $25,000 for 100 mares. He'll breed about 100 mares at 25,000. You looking at, good money right there, right off the bat. Not including the horses that they're going to keep. But what I'm doing here, I'm getting Pablo ready for a race. And what I like to do when I'm getting ready for a race, right before the race, you want to mud them. And what I'm doing, this is like icy tight. I'm going to heat his legs up, and I'm going to draw in I'm going to draw anything that he may have in him, in his legs. Make them tight and right. And then after this, I'll go on to ice him the next day. But I'm mudding him today. And right before the race here, he's going to be racing Saturday. And so I want to make sure I do the best I can with my horse. As I've been racing over the years, I've learned from many different trainers, but the number one trainer out there I've learned from, he said you want to be not only 100%, but you want to be 110%. Just that extra 10%, we're going to put you over the top. So I'm mudding Pablo here, and we're going to get him right for the race. But yeah, man, I've been racing and doing this game for a while, and what I've learned about flipping these horses, it's just like anything else. You take your time and you study it. I've been studying this game for a minute. You take your time and you study it, do it right, you can make a lot of money. So, that's my thing. And it's just like anything else. Life is a gamble, It's all on what you want to invest into. And I tell anybody, man, look here, if you want to get into these horse racing and stuff like that, you actually got to have a love for it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, if you love horses and you got money to play with, you can do that. And the good thing what I love about horses, they're write-off. At the end of the business, at the end of the day, for the business, it's the horse is actually the product that you got to have for the racing. So you can write the horse off. That's why these guys go out here and spend all this money for these horses. $1 million, $100,000, But like I tell a lot of people, the racing game, this is the sport of kings. Isaiah, get that water. This is the sport of kings, so you're gonna this is the sport of kings, so you're gonna it's going to be, these guys playing on $1 million level. And when you got these millionaires and these billionaires out here playing with this racing game, they're not trying to play with no cheap horse. A cheap horse is them $100,000 horse, $200,000 horse. That ain't nothing for them. So if that horse ain't performing right off the bat, they just gonna get rid of that horse. You know what I mean? Like they gonna throw him in a claim or whatever because he haven't caught on right off the bat. And that's how I get my good horses. A horse that got potential, but he just haven't given the chance and the proper opportunity to run. I'm gonna get that horse. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get that horse and I'm gonna bring him home and I'm gonna turn him around and I'm gonna put the extra time in him that he needs to perform. You know, so that's one of the key things. That's what I love about it. You know, it's like the small man playing against not playing against him, but just picking up the straps. Like the phrase say, another man trash is another man's treasure. So horse like this right here, when I got him, he was a little underweight. He didn't quite make those big stake races, didn't quite go out there and get those $100,000 right off the bat. Hey, they let him go. Boom. Hey, they trash, my treasure. I'm gonna bring him home. I'm gonna love up on him. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time and get him right. You know what I mean? Take care of legs. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do everything that I need to do with him to help him perform at his highest level. And then I'm gonna take that extra time to find out, okay, what do he need in his training? He may need a little extra work on just more wind. He may need a little more extra on responding, listening. Like this horse right here, he's a big horse. So as soon as I got him, the first thing I learned about him, he's big. He's like, I do what I want to do type, he's like, hey, you'll hit him to make him do something. He don't care because he's so big. He's like, hey, I'm good. But it's about learning and knowing your horses. Okay, I got something for that. I'm gonna make you respond, sir. You are here to learn and be better. So guess what? I'm gonna make you respond, and I got him responding right. And we gonna see how he do here on his race. Isaiah, go ahead and put that up. Well, yeah, flipping horses and the horse business. The horse business is very fun and it can make you a lot of money. I've been training quarter horses for the last 15 years now. I've had some success. I've had some good success. I've had some low lows. That's the thing about the racing game. It's got its highest highs and it's got its lowest lows. Meaning, you can be up high, making a lot of money. Boom, something can happen to that horse, crushes your heart. We all know losses always hurt. You know what I mean? When it's time to say goodbye, it's time to say goodbye. But I had to learn coming into the game not to actually fall in love with these animals as much. I love up on them and I do what I need to do with them, but I've turned down some big deals with these animals, man. Like, I've had times, man, hey, we paid $10,000 for a horse. The horse go out there and make $50,000. Boom, and you get offered $40,000. But because the horse done made $50,000 running, you don't want to let him go. You know what I mean? So you turn down the $40,000 to sell because you know you got a good horse, but then boom, the horse go and lose the next two races. That's what happened to me. The horse went and lose the next two races. Now his value went down. And I had to sell for cheaper. It's been times we bought a horse for $3,000 and we bought it for $3,000 as a little baby, raised him up. Keep the camera. Bought it for $3,000 as a little baby, raised him up. And once he got to that age, I knew he was going to be fast. He was able to get out there, be fast, make a lot of money. Boom. Now this horse done made a lot of money. Guess what? We get offered $100,000 for half of the horse. I mean, he haven't made crazy amount of money, but he went out there and won some stake races. He had to made about $70,000 for us. So we got a millionaire named Mark Allen, won the Kentucky Derby. He offered us $100,000 for half of the horse. I turned it down, man. We turned it down like, we was like, man, no. We like our horse. But no, we actually tried to do it. But we was like, man, half of the horse, that's cool. But then the horse ended up having a chip, and then he tried to lowball it off on 75,000, which was cool. But guess what? After we turned it down, the horse ended up, after that chip, and we tried to get that chip fix in him, the horse ended up going down, and now we down the ladder. We had to end up selling for $20,000. But a $3,000 purchase, had to end up selling it for $20,000 when we could have had $100,000 and been up and had good partnership. Anything in life, you want to network and be with people. A lot of that goes on in the horse game. You got a lot of these people out here that's partnering up because the game is so expensive. So you'll see a horse out there running, he'll have about 5 or 6 owners on him, you know. And you got 5 or 6 owners on a horse, it's more light on everybody because you got your training bill, your vet bill, you know, and things like that, in which all that's recurring. So boom, but you got 5 or 6 people on a horse, go out there and make $1 million, you splitting good money. And then a fast horse, the thing is with a fast horse, once he's fast, he's gonna make money every time he runs. But y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show you more in the game as we go along. This horse game, and this game is very serious. It's a business. It's a game, but it's a business. Life, pretty much a game. It's a business. People call it, you know, one or the other. It don't matter to me. Hey, it is what it is. But for me, I love horses, so it makes sense for me to buy horses that I can make money off of, invest into, get better, train them, and make more money. So that's what it makes sense for me. I love the animals. I love how they are. I love to get them and basically rescue them and make them into a champion, and boom, and sell them to the next man. That's, if he's worth more to the next man, hey, I'll give them to him, sell them to him, enjoy your horse. And that's pretty much how you flip horses. It's 4 different ways, but that's in another video I'll tell y'all about. But y'all peace, y'all stay tuned, and see you on the next one.